What's up, everybody? Ryan Turford here from Carpool Gaming, and today we've got a really sweet unboxing. We are going to unbox this giant monstrosity, the Gotham Knights Collector's Edition for Xbox Series X. So let's jump into it right now.
No power greater than X.
So it's time to open this giant box. There's a statue in here, the game itself, a book, all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm excited to hold this open. Of course, you know, it's very awkward to kind of hold in the frame here because it's a really big box. So we're going to kind of slide this slip cover that's on the front off first to kind of get to the contents beneath, assuming it wants to come off. All right, slip cover is off. And now we've got the box itself. Now, I noticed there's not a lot of tape on this box, which is kind of nice because you know me with tape. I'm not usually very good with tape. Usually I have to do a whole bunch of cuts and do some fast motion so you can kind of get through my awkwardness with the tape. So it's nice that it kind of just comes apart on its own. All right, so sitting right on top of the box, we have our copy of the game. This is the deluxe edition of Gotham Knights for Xbox Series X and S. So we'll just put that down here. I don't know if the DLC that comes with it is a code that comes with it or if it's on the disc, but I guess we're going to find out as soon as we open that. So next up, we've got a hardcover Gotham Knights Deluxe Edition book. Or actually, it's not really a book. It's really more like a steel book, but not really. It's kind of like a steel book, but it's an art book, but then it's got a slot for the disc, but it's not a steel book because it's not made of steel or anything like that. It's just, got all kinds of, got an interesting design to it. I haven't really seen like a game case that's kind of like this, where it's got, like this media book with some concept art for the game. But then it's also doubles as, your case for the game, but then it looks like a book on your shelf as opposed to, a game itself. Very interesting concept. Again, I'm not like the hugest fan of steelbooks because they tend to smudge and they tend to get scratched up and stuff like that. I do think like something that this is more interesting, and I'd like to see maybe more developers try and play around with this idea a little bit, because even though I don't know if I'm going to keep my game in this, it's cool to have like kind of like a mini art book and the game itself. It almost makes it feel like almost like an old NES box, because in a way, like the old NES manuals were kind of like this, where they told you how to play the game, but they also gave you like art from the game. So next up, we have a map of Gotham City. Let me put this down and let's see if we can kind of unfold this bad boy and take a look at it. And here we go. We got our Gotham Knights Gotham City map. Just showing, the different, sections of Gotham connected by different bridges and stuff. And it is kind of like a paper map, but it's kind of cool. Again, I like maps in collector's editions. I've talked about it on previous ones before. And I'm interested because this one, they didn't go with cloth, because I've been seeing a lot of people bring back cloth again for maps and posters like that. But I don't mind this paper map. It's not something I'm going to probably hang on my wall or something like that, but it's a cool addition to this box. So next up in the box, we got some additional DLC, which I think is, either exclusive to this, or I think you can buy it on the store on its own. I haven't really looked too much into it, but more skins for each of the 4 characters. Of course, I'm not showing you my code because I haven't redeemed it yet. We've also got this pin that's double backed with a key on it. So you got a little key pin here. This is pretty cool. Especially if you're into pins anyways. I think if you have a nice pin board, it'll probably be pretty cool. And then we've got a certificate of authenticity, with Jim Lee's name on it, giving you kind of a specific number. I'm number 06288 out of 20,000 made. So there's only 20,000 of these in the world, which again is actually a larger number when you're comparing this to a lot of, limited run products like this. But it's definitely like a nice touch to throw in a certificate of authenticity in here, because it's interesting to know kind of where in the line my particular collector's edition was made. And now for the moment you all have been waiting for, the giant statue featuring our 4 title characters. Let's get it out of this plastic and take a deeper look at this. And here it is, the Gotham Knights statue, fully put together. It took a little bit of assembly to get all of the weapons in the characters' hands, because they were all kind of in their positions, taking it out of the plastic. But then, I had to squeeze all the little weapons through their hands, which was an interesting process to say the least. But, now that everything's all together, it looks really nice and detailed. Again, I'm going to take some extra pictures outside of what I'm just showing on the camera here, just to show off some of the detail on the statue, because I think that WB actually did a great job putting this statue together. It really kind of captures the look of all the characters in the game itself. And this is something that I'm actually going to be pretty proud to have on my shelf behind me. So I love the look of this statue. Again, it's really big. It's really premium. You can definitely tell, again, a lot of hard work went into putting this together. So I'm excited to actually have this in my collection. Regardless of how you feel about the game, if you're a Batman fan, this is a statue that's actually probably worth having. I think this is really cool. And that is everything in the Gotham Knights Collector's Edition. All in all, I think it's like a pretty cool Collector's Edition. I know it's a little bit pricey, especially here in Canada. I think it's, closer to 400 Canadian dollars. So it is a big price point here in Canada. But honestly, like I said, I think for the statue alone, if you were to buy that on its own without the game and stuff, you're looking at most of the price of this box anyways, and then you get the game and everything else on top of it. So I actually think that you're getting a pretty good deal if you like, everything that's in here and you wanted to get all that stuff anyways. Then I actually think that this isn't a bad deal. But anyways, we'll have more to say about Gotham Knights in the coming weeks. I know Courtland is actually working on our review over on the channel, so definitely make sure to check that out at a later date. As for me, you can find me on Twitter at Ryan Turford. You'd also find us on Twitter at Carpool Gaming, as well as right here, youtube.com/carpoolgaming. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and then ring that bell to be notified whenever we go live or when we put up a new video like this unboxing video. Well, anyways, guys and gals, thank you so much for checking out this video unboxing the Gotham Knights Collector's Edition, and we're out.